What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. I got my brother with me today. Yeah, my special guest, getting shot yourself out.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Crap Gamer here. Rack 'em up.
The Crap Gamer.
Exactly.
The one and only. All right, so we got a lot of news, a lot of Sony news. First, we're gonna start with the bad. We'll get the bad out of the way. Then we're gonna talk about this rumored E3 leak list, which is I hope is true. And then they got a lot of shit that the reason why I bought the PlayStation 4. So what's going on with this anti-consumerism shit that Sony got going on? Talk to me.
Okay. Well, basically, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber and you can upgrade to the full copy of Drive Club for $49.99, which is $10 less than the actual physical copy.
Okay.
The problem with this is since you buy it when you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, if you stop being a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you lose access to the game. And the actual head of Evolution Studios tweeted out that you don't lose the content. It stays on your machine. You lose access to play it when your PlayStation Plus subscription lapses. So as long as
wait, hold up. Hey, crap, that's fucking DRM, isn't it?
That's 100% DRM, and it's one of the most anti-consumerism things I've ever heard in my life. You pay $50 to access this full game, and it's only $10 less than the full game if you buy it retail. And if your PlayStation Plus runs out, you don't have access to the game anymore. It's complete bullshit.
Wow. You know what? It's not even if you don't have access to PlayStation Plus, even if you disconnect your PS4 from the internet for 30 days. You're gonna that happened to me, my PlayStation 3. And when Sony first got their shit hacked and my money got stolen, so I got the whole PlayStation Plus. My son's more of a Sony dude than I am. And I didn't realize that the power cord was out of the PlayStation 3. I'm thinking my shit broke, but so I took it. I didn't realize it wasn't plugged up, so I take it with me on a trip. Went down to South Carolina, and I said, man, fuck, I'm gonna buy me another PS3, while I'm down here, so, because this motherfucker wouldn't cut on, but it was the cord went all the way in the back of it, so I cut it on, so, I had a couple games with the digital, I had the Infamous, and all that shit, and they told me that my user rights or something had expired for the game. I'm like, what the fuck expired for the game? Like, yeah, because, I didn't realize that I got back home and got, connected to Wi-Fi, that being that my console wasn't connected to the internet for more than 30 days, I spoke to Sony that, it deactivated or whatever the fuck the case. I guess I lost the right, but it's fucked up. If you buy a game digitally, and I don't have PlayStation Plus, is that even when my Plus, if I buy a game digitally and I do have PlayStation Plus, now if my PlayStation Plus runs out, I don't have access to that game anymore. That sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And this is coming right from one of the guys at Evolution Studios. He's tweeting that out, that's the way it is. So basically, you pay $50 to access the full game, and you don't actually have access to the full game. It's really, really anti-consumerism. And that's not the only bit of news that's going out today. The Last of Us is getting DLC. It's $5, and this DLC just adds a difficulty level to The Last of Us. That's it. $5 for a difficulty setting on The Last of Us. Let that sink in for a minute. $5 for difficulty setting.
Yo, so I gotta pay for Nightmare Mode or some shit?
Yeah, you're paying.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. I got, this is honestly, and this was Sony fans. Oh, they're all about Sony. Listen, they're all about the gamers. No, they're not about the gamers. They're about $1. You believe that bullshit if you want. Sony has to keep their, shareholders happy. They don't give a fuck what all of them, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, all of them. It's not about the gamers, it's about the shareholders. When motherfuckers that invest in a company, when they lose, shit from the shareholders and all that shit, that's when shit hit the fans. And Sony, it's no secret they hurt for money, but I wouldn't pay no motherfucking $5 for no fucking DLC.
Yeah, that to me that's just more anti-consumerism, and that game came with a online pass as well originally on the PS3. I believe that might have been one of the last ones, but that whole, I don't know, that just smacks of anti-consumerism. But this kind of stuff seems like it might get put under the rug. You know what I mean? Like people aren't really talking about this stuff that much right now.
Damn. Well. Well, let that had been Microsoft or some shit like that, it'd have been plastered all over here with YouTube, and You know what I mean? Or in our comment section. We can do we can do a video about Nintendo. Well, why you don't talk about this one? What the fuck? Like, yo, god damn.
I get that all the time. They're like, how come you didn't talk about this Bill Gates comment?
Yeah, well, about that. Yeah, again, he never said. You know what's crazy? They did that shit for clickbait. He said if you listen to the interview, they never seen Bing or Microsoft being a separate entity because it fits into their long term plans with what they have planned. But even if the Xbox brand was to become a company of its own, not sell it to a competitor or something,
it's still Microsoft.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Then it's like, what the fuck? Like I don't understand that shit. They took that shit. And
they took what he said. They're basically, he has no problem if the new CEO would want to spin off Xbox and Bing, and they ran with that part of it. But then when you read the thing, and he goes on and says that Microsoft's future strategies include Xbox and Bing. You know what I'm saying? And basically, this is what happened.
But he didn't say sell off, spin off. I mean, Expedia, they still own that shit. Even though it's a company of their own. You know what I mean? It's like it could become its own entity. You know,
I mean, at the end of the day, what do people expect him to say? You can't, as the inventor of Microsoft, say you don't support something that the new CEO might do. You know what I'm saying? It's a hypothetical question, and he said he's basically saying he 100% supports him no matter what. But you have to believe that Bill Gates and Steve Ballmer picked him as CEO to keep their legacy intact, which is Xbox and Surface and all this stuff. You know what I mean? And the fact that he personally appointed Phil Spencer and they're going ahead with all these partnerships and stuff proves that he's 100% committed to the Xbox brand. And it was a non-story, and people keep bugging me about it. Why aren't you talking about it? Why aren't you talking about it? I'm like, there's nothing to talk about.
Hey, you know what, bro? It's sad to say. Microsoft, in their long-term vision, they want to, invade everyone's living room upside the game, and they went and paid all this money with NBC and Showtime. Like they're heavily invested into the Xbox. I don't know what, why would they again? They didn't say sell it. If they wanted to make it its own brand, I think it's worth $23 billion. The Xbox brand itself is like $23 billion. And which is more than what Sony and Nintendo have. Actually, I'm gonna get the article and leave the link here so you guys can read it. I'll say this shit all the time. Like, I don't know why they think, well, the Xbox loses money. Like, what? Fucking Xbox Live is a fucking cash cow. Are you fucking serious? You know how much fucking money they made? They sold. Listen, again, manufacturers, they really don't make money off the hardware. They make money off royalty from games. They sold more software than Sony, more DLC than Sony, more movies than Sony. God damn, they made the reason why fucking Sony is fucking nickel and diming you now because how successful Xbox Live was. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Think about
it. Well, the thing is, people don't realize is that Microsoft has almost 50 million Xbox Live subscribers. They have, if you add up all the Xbox consoles in people's homes since the beginning, it's like 120 million consoles. I mean, I don't know how many PCs there are out there, but it's a good number to have, and now they have this whole living room experience and thing like that. That's their vision that Bill Gates wanted originally, was the living room vision, and and they're actually close to achieving that with the Xbox One. And I think that the whole clickbait thing was just ridiculous. It just totally ridiculous. It wasn't really worth my time to make a video on.
Yeah, but and some guys on much. What did you talk about? They didn't say what, they didn't say sell off the Xbox. Like, what the fuck? You're like, yo, what the fuck? He's even inside the article, that Fox thing is the actual video, and and he's talking. I didn't realize you got to stay on the page, and the video was just begin to play on side the actual article page, and he said the reason because of Bing, that's why we invested so heavily into the cloud and into, I didn't even know that, and all these motherfucking data centers and all that shit. This is their vision, this is their goal. Microsoft wants you to be able to go to any Windows PC to log in and have access to all your files, whatever's on your PC. Bring that shit out of the cloud. This is their, where they're going with this whole Azure shit, you know what I mean? Which I think is epic. If you're at your uncle's house or whoever's house, and you log into their computer, you can bring all your shit down onto the cloud. What if you go to another gamer's house or whoever's house, and you can have access to your whole digital life right in the cloud, digitally stream the shit. Like to me, that's like real life, some next generation shit there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree 100%. I mean, that's where their new CEO is at home. I mean, that's why he's the new CEO. He helped build up the cloud and work on that for Microsoft. That's the vision that Microsoft has for the future, which is one cloud, which is like your mobile, your tablets, your TV, your entertainment, your video, everything with the cloud. And obviously, Xbox is like leading the way with that, obviously. So for anybody to think otherwise is just foolish.
Well, I don't understand. You know, but I'm not. And when I say, I'm gonna say I've been at the term Sony pony, and I get a lot of slack, not because I'm talking about Sony fan. I'm a Microsoft fan. It's not a problem with that. I'm just telling some of you motherfuckers come with some of the dumbest shit. I just made a dumbass name for some of you dumbass individuals. Bullshit. Now someone come with the fucking most ungeneric, fucking stupid ass name was took on the life of his fucking home. I was in the comments section of IGN the other day. Somebody called me a Sony pony because I left a fucking pro Sony comment and shit. Somebody called me, hey yo, I showed my wife that shit. I need a fucking shave. I showed my wife that shit. She was dying. This motherfucker called me a Sony fucking pony. I'm like, oh my god. I'm gonna exit stage left here. But I'm sorry. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, but anyway, any fucking who. But yeah, again, I'm sorry. I don't understand why. Which Sony fans, you don't want Microsoft to exit the console business. You don't, because then you just have Sony. I'm just being real. And from Nintendo's track record, they're not going to compete with Sony. So Sony's going to give you a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Like it is. I'm happy. Really, that Sony is doing so well with the PlayStation 4 because it puts the pressure on Microsoft to compete. Competition is good for the industry as a whole. You know what I mean? This shit Nintendo's doing, that's another story in its entirety. But again, competition is good for everybody. I don't understand it why they're gonna be. It's one thing to have you want your only console, but goddamn, there's room for both of these consoles to both be successful.
Oh, exactly. I was telling somebody earlier today, they're like, you're just mad because the Xbox One isn't selling well. I'm like, it's selling 60% better than the 360, which was a huge success. It's just not selling as well as the PS4 right now.
Well, I won't even say it's not even selling as well. It's not in more places at the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, exactly. But then, what happens is we walk a fine line, right? If I would have did a Bill Gates video about that, people would have said I was damage controlling. I didn't do one, so they say, hey, you only report negative Sony news. You know what I'm saying? I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. So basically, it's the same kind of situation. You know what I mean? It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yeah, that's why at the end of the day, I just do videos for me. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I mean this wholeheartedly. I don't really block anybody unless you talking some racist shit and I ain't got time for that shit. But comments don't bother me. My skin is thick. I say sticks and stones may break my bones, but comments have never hurt me. I don't give a fuck. You are entitled to your opinion. But again, same thing. That's why I didn't even report. I said I'm not even going. They're gonna say I'm damage controlling. 90% of the people just read the headline. They didn't look at the actual article. They look at the interview. He didn't say he was in support of getting rid of the Xbox brand and spin off. If it wants to become its own company, which Microsoft will still own, cool. They're not selling the Xbox brand. It's a fucking cash cow. They make, I mean? I'm just being real. Yeah. They make fucking money off the goddamn thing.
No, it's integrated with Windows and everything. I mean, they're not gonna, obviously, it's not. It's like beating a dead horse. But like I said, if Bill Gates comes out and says, no, I'd be against that, then you've got investors saying, oh, well, Bill Gates doesn't support the new CEO 100%.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy, though? I mean? Everybody that gets hired, they hire internally. They don't hire outside as far as Microsoft. They hire internally. As far as who's the chairman, Steve Ballmer been there for years. There's other guys been there for 20-some years.
They're still on the board, dude. Steve Ballmer and Bill Gates are both on the board of directors.
Yeah, so they hire internally. I'm just, so like they know who to put what where in here to, shut the fuck up. Like I think it was funny. They put so much of that guy from Nokia who owned like 1% or some shit of the fucking of Microsoft, owned like 1% share. He said he'd be in favor of getting rid of the Xbox brand. So he said, you know what? We're gonna put you the boss over Phil Spencer. So we sell the Xbox brand. You don't have a job, motherfucker.
Exactly. I said the same damn thing, and I was like, you guys don't understand. They put this guy in charge. What's he gonna do? Get rid of the fucking thing that he's supposed to be in charge of? That doesn't make any sense. And the people that actually took that quote or whatever was kind of out of context. If you look at it, he was talking from an outsider at the time that doesn't have any idea how it's run or the advantages or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was never like a confirmed type thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, thankfully, Phil Spencer is in charge of the entire Xbox brand and things like that. So,
which I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, as a gamer, I mean, you have to be happy about that. You know what I'm saying? He is just all about games, and they named their E3 conference as Game On. I mean, that says it all.
You know what? Speaking of E3, so let me pull the article up here. There's supposedly a leaked list of Sony's pre-E3. They did the same thing last year. I don't know if you guys remember. It was the same thing last year. They came out with some of the stuff was right. Microsoft and Sony's pre-E3 leaked list. Some things were off, but some things were right. You know what I mean? Do you have the article up in front of you?
Yeah, I have a version of it. Yeah.
Okay, so we said, I'm gonna start like I said. If this is correct, kudos to Sony. You know what I mean? Uncharted 4. Don't really care for the Uncharted series, but most likely I will buy it. Gran Turismo. I don't like Gran Turismo.
I should point out that it's saying it is Gran Turismo 6, which is a PS3 game. It would just be a HD remake of that version. So it's not a new Gran Turismo. It would be a HD remake.
Oh, I can see them doing that. See them doing that. God of War 4. Woo! 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 That I hope. Something called Kill Strain. A trademark is related to the Siphon Filter reboot. I'm all about Siphon Filter. Wipeout. They can get with that shit. Quantic Dream has a trailer prepared. Unsure what it is. All right. We'll be watching. You said Sony's will be watching Microsoft press early in the day. Also, Microsoft is going before Sony again. Ready at Dawn, they're going to show the Order 1886 again. Ninja Theory is working on a PS4 exclusive, which I hope so. The remake of Heavenly Sword Part 2. If you guys have not made the jump to next generation, you still have your PlayStation 3, get Heavenly Sword 1. Great fucking game. One of my favorite all-time PlayStation 3 games. She's the female version of Kratos. Dope shit. She ain't no fucking joke, though. Bitch is like, I don't know. What, you never played Heavenly Sword, bro?
I've never played it.
Man, it's just like $4, man.
I might grab it.
Yeah, man. Heavenly Sword is the fucking shit, bro. Really good. It's literally a female version of fucking Kratos. The bitch is badass. What we got here? Sony at London. We'll be showing. If you don't know Sony at London, I think they did the Getaway series, if I'm not mistaken. So they're gonna be showing their first AAA title in many years, a third-person game, all about third-person games. I'm actually a question. Do you prefer third-person or first-person?
It depends. Like I don't like first-person RPGs. Like I like Skyrim, but I like that you could put it in third-person. I like first-person shooters a lot, but I also, I really liked. I used to like the old SOCOMs and things like that, so I like them both. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I had to choose between the two, I would take a third person. I love the fact when Ghost Recon went to third person. I was all about that.
Yeah.
All right. So we got here. You said Guerrilla Games is bringing back their RPG to E3. I don't know what that. Who the fuck does the Guerrilla Games make? What did they make?
They make Killzone,
right? Yeah. They're bringing back an RPG to 3G. Sucker Punch is busy at work on Infamous Second Son DLC. Very okay. I don't know about that. I'm gonna leave that alone. Sony Japan Studios debuting two major Even 3 title Project Beast, Purchase Demon Souls. The other is The Last Guardian retooled. I guess Evolution will give Drive Club sometime in the time lighting. When does Drive Club come out?
It comes out in October 7th.
Okay. Well, like I said, the source also mentioned that the following public would be on stage Rockstar with Grand Theft Auto, Ubisoft, Electronic Arts. Okay, so they rumored to be showing what? I guess I won't be surprised if they do show Grand Theft Auto. I don't know who they're going to take the stage with. The Microsoft, probably Sony, but that dope shit. I didn't play Grand Theft Auto 5. I didn't. Did you play it?
Yeah, I played it. I didn't finish it. I thought it was really good, but I didn't actually finish it. Because the Xbox One came out, so
that's why I didn't buy it. That's the reason why I didn't buy it. Because I know I'm not going to play this shit.
Well, somebody gave it to me as a gift, so I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's why I didn't buy it, because I knew I wouldn't play it once they waited to close to next generation consoles.
Well, they did that. I mean, they sell 35 million units of that, so I mean, that
but you know what? A lot of people probably felt the same way I felt, because I know a few people that didn't pick it up. I haven't had it came out in the summertime or something. I know, I would have bought it, but they're probably going to double dip. That's the trend. To sell a game twice.
Okay, now about this whole presser thing that they're doing, like places like I seen on Twitter, like the head people at Game Informer, they're basically saying that this is all bull crap.
I will say this crap. Now, I will say this. Now, I've heard it. Some people saying if this is indeed correct, this would be a hard thing for Microsoft to follow and beat. Microsoft really had to come up with some heavy. They're going to show Uncharted 4, God of War 4. Sony going for the throat.
Yeah, okay, but the problem, and I agree. I mean, this is like a PlayStation fan's wet dream right here.
Yeah.
But the problem with this is all of Sony's big titles. This is all their big franchises. If they announce them all at this E3, then they've got.
What are they going to show next year, right? What are they going to show next year?
Yeah, what are they going to show or even the year after? Because I mean, give me a break. I don't think they're going to show all. I mean, and The Last Guardian is rumored every year, but I did say it earlier in one of our podcasts that Sony would probably show some kind of trailer with Uncharted 4. It's not going to come out till next year. They might show some kind of trailer for The Last Guardian. I don't see that coming out this year. They're talking about like a Demon Soul spiritual successor or whatever. Whoop-de-doo. That doesn't really impress me at all because it's the same crap as Dark Souls, which I'm not into. Let's see. Basically, though, this would like take up their entire presser, and we know for a fact that Sony's going to show off Destiny again. They're going to show off the latest Assassin's Creed.
I'm muting.
They're going to show off Drive Club, and who knows what else. I mean, this is like would take up their entire press conference showing off all this stuff. And so I don't see all of this stuff. Well, I do see some of it being done, but I mean, so they're going to have The Last of Us come out this year, and then they're going to right away show The Last of Us 2. I mean, that'd be a quick turnaround considering the game just came out.
Well, I'm just saying again. If this is indeed correct, and like I said, this wishful thinking, but if this is, if this is like official, this would be a hard one for Microsoft to follow. Like goddamn, if they show fucking God of War 4, Uncharted 4, New Last of Us, did that, god damn, you might as well hand them the key right to the city. That's a lot of heavy hitters, man.
Yeah. The problem is they're saying that if they do show this God of War, it's just going to be like a little 30-second teaser CGI or whatever. So they have.
That's what Sony does, though. I mean, at the end of the day,
Microsoft could see that. I mean, I don't know. Microsoft probably has to know what's up, but Microsoft could easily show a 30-second Gears of War clip.
And how happy will we be? Crap, let's be fair. We will be happy as fuck. We see a God of War. Gears of War 4, whatever.
Oh, dude, if I saw like a 30-second clip with just Marcus saying something or whatever, I'd be like, hell yeah.
I got an epic Soul Train, baby.
Yeah, exactly. But that's not saying, look, we don't
Train,
know what Microsoft is going to do, but this, if it's true, I don't believe it's 100% true. I mean, I think some of it's possible, but I don't think that all this, because it would basically drain Sony for the next year or two. They would have nothing to announce.
Next 3 years.
Yeah, they wouldn't have anything. So I don't see that. That's why, I don't think Microsoft will announce Gears this year because that's going to be their big thing next year that they're going to probably show off and announce.
Here's the thing, though. If we don't get Halo 5 next year, this is what I'm saying, which I don't understand. If we don't get Halo 5 this year, we're going to get it next year. So, again, I don't see Microsoft showing Gears and releasing Gears and Halo. And, they both come out around September,
Yeah.
Before Call of Duty, to have a month or whatever to itself. I don't know how they're going to do that then. They're going to show Gears and Halo. It's like, that's true. They too big, So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what
Well, Gears, they say, isn't coming out till 2016. And then they say that Halo 5 supposedly is coming out next year.
We're going to get Halo 2 Anniversary. I guess I don't know. We're going to see.
We'll get Halo 2 Anniversary, they say, this year, like this November. Next November would be Halo 5. November after that, in 2016, would be Gears 4.
All right, so we're going to see, and they're going to show more of, they're going to show more of Quantum Break, which I can't wait to see.
And Sunset Overdrive, which I've been seeing a lot of people go, damn, I wish that game was on PlayStation 4 or whatever. Like, do you see the viral marketing they're doing for that is really impressive with the overcharged drink and all that stuff. I think it's really, really interesting, and the characters and the art style, and we're supposed to get this more stuff in this Edge magazine reveal this week. So I mean, it's a single player game with a multiplayer element. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's something that Xbox needs, and same thing with Quantum Break. It's like the single player game, you know what I mean? And that's one of the things, like we talked about that before, that maybe Sony was more known for, and now maybe the Xbox is going to get some of this variety.
Mm-hmm. Which is true. I'll give Sony that they do make have had better single player story driven games than Microsoft. You think of Microsoft, you think of shooters. You think of Sony, you think of story, God of Wars or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know I wish some Microsoft would get though, and not to say copy, but get their own like real life Gears of God of War or something. Like I like those type of games, man. That's just me. I might even go pick up the collection for the fucking Vita. But yeah, but it is what it is. But if this PlayStation thing is true, like I said, I remember last year, if you don't remember, they came out with the same thing with Sony and Microsoft, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and some of the shit was right. They got the Titanfall, the Titan thing. They talked about that before it launched. The Xbox One. They didn't have the name right for the Xbox One, but he said there was no brainer they were going to show their consoles at E3, but they the E3 talk started like in February for both systems, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is what it is. But I think you guys should come by and look, listen to the vid. Come by. Make sure you check out the podcast. We're still gonna bring an old guy on. Has he been trolling you? The creepy gamer.
Yeah.
Is he still been trolling you?
Dude, he got his Twitter banned or something for a little bit, but now I think he's back or whatever.
Yeah, I told him you don't say no more troll, man. We bring him on the end of the show. And he said he's very nice. He said he's a 35-year-old man. Go figure.
Dude, if he's 35-year-old man, then I'm the Pope. I'd be surprised if he was older than like 13, 14 years old, because no 35-year-old man is going to give a shit about resolution the way he does and think that you have to be 1080p to be next gen. So
yeah, man, like I said, it is what it is.
Or
man.
Not only that, this guy I counted because I can check on my phone how many YouTube or how many Twitters I've blocked.
Yeah.
And his are always the same kind with the same comments.
Yeah, they creepy
over 100 different accounts.
Well, he promised me he was going to stop, man. I was just asking to check up on you. He promised he was going to stop. I see. I got the one stop shit. They'll say one stop for shit stains. He made a video about me. I heard he cursing me out. He talking about.
Dude, that's nothing. I like the Bang Bang group. I think they're really cool, but they always are pointing out when people are making these like shit talking videos about me, and I'm like, okay, I mean that's cool and stuff. I mean, I haven't really decided. I mean, I could easily sit there and fire back on some of these idiots, but at the end of the day, if I'm doing that, then it's taken away from the entertainment factor and things that I'm doing normally. So I don't know.
Yeah, but he said, Showstopper said he got me on tape begging for me to interview him. like, who the fuck are you? Motherfuckers don't even know who you are. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, thank you guys for coming by and watching. It is what it is. Bang, bang. Fucking weirdo.